Hey there, Soulshines, it's Michelle here, and this is my take 2 video of creative expressions. So my name is Michelle, this is So Magical Michelle Creates. Creative Expressions video is a podcast style video that comes out currently on Wednesdays, where I show you works in progress, finished object, life updates, all that kind of stuff. And now my laptop is being dumb too. So yeah, I recorded 41 minutes and there was no sound. I did check, I got the audio going. It looks like it's recording, so hopefully we're good now. Wow. So before we get going, I would like to tell you guys that we do have chapter links in these videos, and we have links to like patterns like this and anything else, okay? And remember to hook that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. I think I'm going to do things in a little bit of different order this time, just because. So I'm going to talk about the animal Mal. If you don't know, I have a make-along that I'm calling the Magical Mal. You can enter it each month, and so this month's theme is animals. This month is Cruelty to Animal Awareness Month, and there were like so many different things. We just had Unicorn Day, we had Farm Animal Day, we had Hug Your Dog Day. There was a Siamese Cat Day coming up, I think is the Bulldogs Day. Like there's just there's Animal Crackers Day. Like there's just so many animal things. So we decided that that's the theme for this month. I have been collabing with Lori Stories and Crochet. She put out a cat toy that you can make if you have cats. You could probably turn it into a dog toy if you wanted to, like put squeaky or noisy stuff in that they would like. So yeah, I'm going to link Lori down below, and let's see, what else do I need to tell you? There is a prize if you're interested. Go back and watch old videos about it for the prize information. I have declared, because of questions on somebody else's live, the questions were about if we could enter something that we made a long time ago. The answer is no. If you started it a long time ago and you finish it in April, you can. The rule is you must finish it this month. So you could start it and finish it, or you could pull out a whip. You're like, oh, hey, this was an animal whip that I put away for a while. Pull it out, work on it, whatever. UFO whip. As long as you finish it in April, that's the thing. And it doesn't matter what craft, art of any kind, arts, yarn crafts, sewing crafts, wood crafts, glass crafts, diamond art. You can write me a song, you can write me a story, you can write a poem. Like, I really don't mind what it is. So yeah, things that we're working on and things that we've finished is right now. So I did a thing. Lori, Armchair Chef Lori, has a quick and easy make-along, and she found some quick and easy projects that were animal related, so that you could also make them and do quick and easy and my thing. And so I made one. So I'm going to link her video down below, and here is my finished object, guys. Isn't he adorable? Now, I did use safety eyes, but I didn't stuff him. There's no stuffing inside of him. I'll tell you what's inside of him in just a second. But I didn't want the eyes poking through, so I did melt the very tip. A lot of people talk about the structural integrity of the plastic. Here's the thing. I literally did just the barely tip, flattened it so it wouldn't poke through, I didn't even go down to where the plastic, the little plastic that holds on the eye, I didn't even go down that far. The way that plastic works is when you heat up that very end, it does change the molecular structure. So it is going to change that right there. And if you keep heating it up so that the whole eye gets heated up, then yes, the structural integrity of the eye would get ruined. But if you're just doing the very end and you're very careful, like I heated it up, melted it, if it wasn't, didn't flatten it enough, I might have gone like heated it a second time. But I made sure that I did not heat the plastic down very far. I was very careful because anything that even got slightly warm, that is going to affect its structure a little bit, depending on how long or how hot it got to how much damage it would take. Okay, so if you don't want to do that, that's fine. I just want to tell you that this is my opinion on the structural integrity of the plastic. Is it depends on how much you heated it, how far, and how far the heat actually went, because heat for mine barely stayed towards the ends, didn't even go down to where it hooked onto the thing, and that's what matters most. All right, I used embroidery floss to create a little hook in his mouth. If you want to see Cheyenne's reaction, she has not seen the mouth. That will be on the live that I am doing tonight, this comes out on Wednesday, so it will be the live 2 nights. It will be the most recent live as of watching this. Today's April 14th, so it's April 14th live. What I put inside of it was a couple of marbles, so that she has a fidget. She likes, can you hear that clicking together? She likes the sounds when she's fidgeting. As long as it's not bothering me, I'm okay with it. And then there's the feel of squishing them around. So that's kind of fun. It's little things. So we got him. If I put him right here, can he kind of, oh, there you go. And then my other project, this is not quick. It's easy, it's not quick. And that's part of what Lori says. Just because it says quick and easy does not mean that it's necessarily. It says it's supposed to be, so she puts it in the thing. This is not quick, it's easy. I'm making a hat from a bag pattern. So she had a bag pattern. I will link the pattern below. And she turned hers into a hat. I do not know if this is wide enough. I really don't. I guess if it's not, I just undo it until it's a dishcloth. But the thing that you do, let me undo this. Isn't that a cool idea? I found that, oh, my hook fell very far away. I found that I have to be careful how I hook it in, or the hook will move around. It has to have enough fabric in it to keep it from moving around in the clip. But that's pretty cool. So you have this thing where you fold the hat. And it kind of creates the rectangle, and it kind of creates this kind of shape. This isn't quite right, so like you've got edges because it's not quite, the dimensions aren't quite right to do it, but you get this kind of square shape. And then when you turn it like this, Lori put hers on as a hat, and it's supposed to be a bag, and I'll link the bag thing and tell you how many stitches I did. But when you make a hat ear, or this could be a fox ears, when you make you have a square at the top, and then you kind of scrunch it, and then it kind of becomes the ears. And so that's my goal with this, is I am making a hat. Hopefully this is tall enough to do what it needs to be. It should be, but I don't know when you fold it, how it actually works. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Like I said, it's a bag pattern. It's just, I guess fast is a matter of perspective. If I was using a larger hook, it would probably go faster. For sure, it would go faster. Yeah. And if all I did was crochet for a long time, it'd go faster. It's just not as fast of a project as I was thinking. Like this one, definitely fast and fairly easy. There was a couple of things that was like, okay, I don't quite understand that. Once I figured it out, I was like, oh, that's not too bad. I actually want Cheyenne to do this one. I have more yarn. And so I'm hoping that she'll try it because I want to see, as a beginner crocheter, if she finds it easy. The yarn for this one is, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. This is some leftovers of my pumpkin pie yarn. Hopefully I have enough yarn to make it because this is what I have. And then the frog actually is Mainstain's 100% cotton. So these are both 4-weight cottons. I'm trying to use a lot more cotton and less acrylic, hopefully no polyester. So that's the animal mail slash quick and easy mail. Okay, if you want to enter your stuff into the animal mail, April 30th is the deadline. And go watch some other videos about that. Information is frequently spread throughout my videos lately. Aw, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in and get a piece of the video that I just did and show you, because socks, guys. I moved this up in the video and I had marked it so that you could see how much I did from last week. So I will definitely have to go back and find that footage and stick in here just so you can see the distance there. But I am making progress. They're getting longer, so that's good. I'm hoping to really make myself get the other pair started. Oh, I was supposed to be doing 2 pairs at the same time and have not been. I'm like probably this far away from the heel, so maybe next week I will at least be to the point where I'm starting the heel. That will be exciting. So next week, this is the mark here, and so we'll see how much more I've gone since this purple button light bulb stitch marker. And like I said, I'm so frustrated about that. Socks, sweater. The sweater, I have not moved the marker because the marker was not for you guys. The marker was for me. It just happened that I recorded it at the same time. So I had put this marker in like the day before I recorded last week. And this marker was so that I could go like this and be like, okay, I need that much more. And now I'm at the point where I need like 2 rows, and then I can put it on to see if it's right and start my ribbing. Okay. So that is how much I've done since last week. I am not moving this though because, well, let's move it. Because I know I only need to do 2 more rows and I need to try it on. And that way you guys can see how far I've come. Okay, so this is a cardigan for if you're new here. I have not done ends for a few reasons. But I have my cardigan. There's a band that still needs to go up around the outside. Probably will end up doing that in the light blue because my skein is looking pretty flat. This is a red heart yarn. This is, I think, a pound of love. It was a pound thing. I think it's pound of love. I don't know. Here's the thing. And I figured out why my sweater is doing some of the things. If I pull these over, I don't know how well you can see it. I know it's a little blurry. But the dark blue is thinner yarn. I don't mind because of what I'm making. But I think that's why this is doing this, where you have this line where the 2 colors change. Because you don't really have a line on this side. the line is just on where I started the blue, and I think it's because the dark blue is thinner yarn, because most people, I've never heard of anybody talking about problems with the ladder back crochet thing. It's thicker. I mean, it's most definitely, if I squeeze here and I squeeze here, it's definitely thicker. It's squishy. Could make a fun hat for that reason. Which, the hat, this down here is from a hat pattern. Like I said, see, you can see the line of where I did the color change there, but you don't see a line here, which is why I think it's because of the yarn. But I have the sleeve kind of has a nod to this part. This part came from a hat pattern. This is a free pattern. Both will be linked below. Other things is, let's talk tithing projects. I only had a small ball of this color, so I turned it into a headband. I figure it's, if somebody needed to cover their ears, they could cover their ears. So this is actually kind of a teal color. It is not showing up very well on the screen. It's looking royal blue to me right now, but this is actually a teal, which is really fun. It's really pretty, but I only had this much. So I made that. And then I've been working on this, which is the polyester leftovers from the hats. There were one hat wonders. The crochet part, what I had left over, only did like to here. From here's the start, and it went up this much. And then I've been working on it. It will probably be kind of either a ponytail hat or a headband, because I only have this much. What I'm doing is I do 3 rows of 1x1 ribbing, 2 rows of stockinette, 3 rows of 1x1, 2 of stockinette, 3 1x1, 2, and I keep repeating that. And I don't know how well you can see it, but it kind of gives this like extra little bumpy texture. I compared it to a water bottle. So it's got kind of a in and out. I don't know if you can see it. And then the inside looks like that. But it's really fun. I was just playing with it because I was like, I need to do something so it's not just boring. So and then I can only work on that a little bit because the polyester does hurt my hands. So that's what I've done, and I think that covers pretty much everything. I have been working on I've recorded all of the information to make a coaster tutorial. I've recorded it all, I just haven't edited it yet, so hopefully that's coming out soon. And for the mosaic, I have 4 more rows to finish the orange section. I have a video updating last week that I finished the section, and in that one I teach you some basics about the mosaic crochet, as well as some ideas of how to make it reversible. So I will link that one down below, and then watch probably next Monday I will have the update, because with only 4 rows I want to update at the end of the color change, like when we get ready for the last color. And then I think that's it for yarn stuff, so let's talk books. And we are currently in the process of doing an animal themed book that hopefully we can get out. Hopefully we can get it out like at the end of this week, as it's, because it's April and Animal Month. We want to be able to have that for that. But I am going to put a picture up here of one of the images so you can see. They're kind of like little adult coloring book figures that we're going to put. I don't know if we're doing dot grid, plain pages, lined pages, what kind of pages it's going to be with it. But we're making that journal. Hopefully will be out soon. Also, our website is up. So you can order our journals. I will show the journals again in a second because I have exciting news. We have our journals up. We have a printables. The printables has the pages with the lines and the little guys from the journal, from this journal. Okay, our first journal, our white one, it has pages with little guys. So we have full-size sheets of paper, printables that have the lines and the little guys. So there's the 14 images. And then also you get 16 PNG files. They're like image files. So it's basically a clear picture. So you can put it on different colors and it shows up. You can use it in your digital stuff. And it's got 16 because we've got a sticker with the hanging guy, and we have a sticker with the hand guy, and then the 14 pages. That is available for purchase on my website. So if you're like, that's really cute, but I don't really want a journal, but I would love to use those pictures as stickers, that's available on our website. And the website is linked below. So we will have stickers for the animals for sure as well. As soon as the book is submitted to Amazon, I will have the stickers up for purchase on our website. Also on Etsy. It's on my Etsy store as well. So if you'd prefer to buy from Etsy, which I understand. It costs a lot to start an Etsy store now, and which is why we didn't start a new store. We're just using the same store I use for patterns because, holy cow, why would I pay more to start a store when I already have a store that I didn't have to pay to start? I'm kind of frustrated with Etsy for doing that, but okay, it's their policies, their choices. So we have our new one. This is our black version. Comparing, I took on the title, I had put a period at the end of the title. I took that off of here. The colors are inversed. I love the black. It's so pretty. They're thicker. Not only is the book thicker, I'll show you the other side in a second. But look at that. I had room and space, and so I put the cute little guy on the edge. Isn't that fun? And then the back of both of the books, pretty much the same, like I said, inverse. But if I show you this way, you can really see this has got 142 pages. 140 of them are the lined pages. You have this page where you can put your name on it, and then at the back they have this blank page. Sorry. They have a blank page that has the barcode on it, and then here is our last page. Okay. In this one, there are 280 of the blank pages. Sorry, it was upside down. So you come in and you've got the front cover, and then you've got this page that's pretty much blank except for the guy. You could write on it or not. In the future, when I make journals, I'm going to remember and put a blank page in the front. There's some rules in producing journals with Amazon about how many blank pages you could use, but I can use one there. And then you go into blank pages with little guys. So basically these are just blank pages with an image at the bottom, and it's a sketchbook. So you've got all of the characters. There are 280. So this is 140 lined pages, 280 blank pages. And then with the little guys on the bottom, we have the thing here. Amazon put in like 2 completely blank pages and a barcode page. Like I said, I would have loved to have those blank pages on this side. Well, at least one of them, which is kind of a bummer. So I want to make sure always to put a blank page in now. I think that's what I'm planning. But isn't that fun? Like, oh my gosh. This one also is coming out in hardbound. I am so excited for a hardbound version of this. So yeah, that's a thing. Other journal stuff. Like I said, the animal one is hopefully going to be out this month. We're working on a project journal. So for my yarny friends, knit, crochet, both crafts kind of squished together. I'm not separating them out. It's just a knit and crochet project journal where you can write different things down. It has little spots for it. I would actually love it if you're like, I've always wished a project journal had an information spot for this kind of thing in it. I've tried to gather as much places and things to have a variety to allow for it to be what people need. Also, could you let me know, would you prefer it to be like this size, or like an 8x10 or an 8.5 by 11? Like, what size paper would you prefer a project journal to be? Let me know that below too, because I would love to kind of accommodate other people. I kind of like the idea of doing a journal about like this size that is still this thin, because then you can kind of carry it around in your project bag. So that's what I was kind of thinking. But would you prefer to have a bigger one? I could probably get away with doing 2 sizes of this. I don't know. And then one more project, guys. We are creating a devotional journal, non-denominational. It's got what I'm calling the Parmages method. Par means equal to, like in golf, par, you're on par. It means you got equal to the score or above it, which better than it kind of thing. And mages is the wise people. So to me, it's like, okay, if par mages, it's like being equal to the wise people. And I'm not doing that as pride thing, but it's like, to me, this is the journal method that I have placed out in this book is a way that you can become wiser. And so that's why I like it. It's like, to me, that's my goal. And basically, it is a journal. It's got prayer, acknowledging God's hand in your life, reading, and I'm not putting in like, here's what you need to read. It's basically a blank. It's like a journal. You just write in whatever. So it's not a devotional where you're like, here, read this and study this. It's more so that you can use it with whatever studying you're doing. So prayer, acknowledge, read. Message is directly a message from God for you. Whatever message you're receiving that may or may not be in the words, which is why I put it separately, is because sometimes when I'm reading, I get messages that aren't actually in the scriptures. They're thoughts that come to me. So I want a place for that. Application. How am I going to apply this to my life? Gratitude. I wanted a space for more gratitude, especially during my thing. An exclamation. The exclamation is kind of a word that, or a phrase that you can use to remind yourself of your devotion that day. So like if my word was light, then throughout the day, every time I think of the word light, it reminds me, oh yes, this is what we learned, what God and I talked about this morning. That's awesome. Or the night before, I don't care what you do, your journaling or your appointment with God. And then the last one is song. It's where you can sing praises to God, or you can find a song that you either sing or you listen to that supports what you're devoting your time, your appointment, or you make up your own song. I mean, like, I'm just excited about it. And the thing I'm most excited about it is that the profits from this journal we are donating. We are, all the rest of the journals, we divide up 3 ways. We have a portion that goes to the business expenses that we have, money so that we can renew the website, things like that. And we have the money that goes to Cheyenne and the money that goes to me. So we have the 3 ways that the money gets divided. And then with these journals, we're actually doing it where all of the money that we get from Amazon for these particular journals, the Appointment with God journals, those ones, we're donating all of that. Because I do get a report where I can see how much of the books, what came from which books. And so the amount that came from the sale of the God books will go to a donation. I'm excited about that. Okay, I need to drink some water. My throat is so dry. That's what we have going for journals. That's what we have going for my updates with the yarn channel. Well, actually, Monday nights at 7:30 Mountain Time which is Denver time in case you're like looking through the thing. Or Dawson Creek also gets you the same time. Monday nights is just kind of set. The exceptions is like my younger daughter has a concert coming up in May, and so we will not be doing a live that week. I don't even think we'll be moving it. So people are like, do more lives. Well, the reality is that I'm working around my life. I am trying to record these kind of videos and edit. I'm trying to record tutorials and edit. I'm making books which require editing, and I do need to do some actual writing this time. I'm working on the website. I'm also taking kids places and making sure kids are doing their school, and we have a house to take care of, and I'm doing personal development on myself and hoping to start my healing business back up, because I really love how that makes me feel and how that helps other people feel. Like, I love spreading lightness. And so I have a lot going on in my life that I'm working around 3 teenagers and 2 very young adults. But they, kids from 15 to 20, almost 22 years old, all living at home. We're all working around each other's schedules. So Monday nights is mostly it. I did a Wednesday night live with somebody because Wednesdays are somewhat available and Fridays are sometimes available. And so we're doing a live this Friday because it's my birthday. Okay, it's not my birthday. It's my channel's birthday. My channel will be 3 years old on the 18th. My first video was published on April 18th, 2022. So we're doing a live that night. That's an exception because Monday nights is my night that I'm available to do lives. So that's what you get. They're scheduled. If I have a live scheduled, you will find it in the live thing. I'm trying to actually schedule them, like as soon as I finish one, the next one gets scheduled. Right now, as of recording this, my one for tonight, because I'm recording on Monday, my one for tonight is scheduled and my one for Friday is scheduled. I will finish my one tonight. I will schedule the next Mondays, unless the next Monday is not a holiday, but like a day off. I am planning to do one on Memorial Day, I think. I don't know. We haven't talked about it. We'll talk about it as we get closer. Holidays may or may not. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't know if we're going to do something with my brother. If we're going to go to the cemeteries on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I have the kids, I don't have the kids. I don't know. So yeah. Lives are happening and lives are happening. Live streaming, usually on Monday nights. I do have a live stream on Friday. I'll link the both of them. One so you can go watch the replay because I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away this book. I'm really excited about these giveaways. So this one here, did I tell you this is coming out in hardbound? I'm not doing a hardbound giveaway. That book is basically $17 on Amazon, and I have to pay shipping, like to get this book shipped to me, I had to pay. I have to pay for the printing. I get pretty much, in essence, this one costs $6.50. This costs $9.50, and the hardbound of this one costs $17. I get the same amount of money, in essence, within cents of each other, from all three books. The pricing I chose based on Amazon's, what my estimated royalties will be. So that's one challenge about things, because I definitely would prefer, like, I would love it to do like this one to be like $4.99, but I would make 3 cents maybe, if that. I don't even know if I can actually price it that low. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure I cannot price it that low. I don't think it's physically, like, they will not let you put it. It has to go for a certain amount, because that covers their printing and stuff like that. So I did look into Barnes & Noble. I have to find out if I can print, or if I can upload these. I cannot use the same ISBN thing, because these are the free ones from Amazon, and Barnes & Noble also has free ones. I know that if I buy an ISBN from somewhere else and put it on both sides, that I can do it, because it's the same ISBN. I don't know if I can, like, basically publish these a second time with a different ISBN. I gotta look into that. Other life updates, just been clearing energy, enjoying stuff, looking forward to summer, looking at how much it costs to get National Parks Pass, so that we can go traveling, or even just up to the canyon. It was like $60 for our local canyon for a season pass, where we could just go up and picnic if we wanted to, where we could go up to the lake, where we could go hiking. Like, there's quite a few things, and it's $60 for a season pass. They also accepted the National Pass, America the Beautiful, I think is what it's called, which I found out is just $20 more for a season pass. But the thing with the America the Beautiful is, if we, like, say, decided to take a trip down to Arches National Park, we could get into there with the America's Beautiful. So we could get into more places for $20 more. So I've been trying to figure out, like, how I can get one of those. In another 10 years, I can get one for free for being a senior. And I think my brother can get one for free, because he is a veteran. I mean, my dad was a veteran, but I don't think that matters. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to hold up, where'd he go? I'm going to hold up our little frog and my new book. I want to remind you guys to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be. Crochet, knitting, art, writing. I don't care how you share your light through your creations. I just want to hear your creations. I want to see your creations. I want to experience your creations, see your light through them. So with that, have an amazing day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.